Today, we're going to break down something pretty wild. It's a massive product launch, but this wasn't about luck, and it wasn't about some huge budget. No, it was about a specific, repeatable playbook that pretty much anyone can use to build an audience that's not just ready to buy, they're literally waiting for you to launch. All right, let's dive in.
First things first, just look at this number, almost $300,000 from zero in just 45 days. Let that sink in for a second. This wasn't a slow burn or a gradual ramp up. This was an absolute explosion right out of the gate. So the obvious question is, how in the world do you pull that off?
And what's really fascinating here is who was behind this. This wasn't some lifelong Silicon Valley coder. One of the co-founders, Drew Griffin, spent 30 years as a hyperbaric wound care nurse. Yeah, a nurse. He just saw a problem, taught himself what he needed to know, and then went and built the solution. This whole story isn't about some untouchable genius. It's about a really, really smart strategy. So how'd he do it?
Okay, so the very first piece of the puzzle is the problem itself. And it's a problem that, let's be honest, every creator, every business, every single community leader feels every single day. And that is simply cutting through the noise to get your message to your audience. I mean, think about it. You know the drill. The old way, you're constantly fighting social media algorithms that just decide to hide your posts, or you're just another email and an inbox that has thousands of unread messages. Your message, it just gets lost. But the send push way, well, it's a direct line. It uses that digital wallet pass feature on pretty much every phone to deliver a notification right to the lock screen. There's no algorithm to fight, no spam filter to get stuck in. It's just a direct, pure connection.
So here's the key. The product itself, Send Push, is actually incredibly simple. It uses the wallet tech that's already built into our iPhones and Androids. You know, the same tech you use for a plane ticket or a concert pass. But instead of a ticket, it's a permanent communication channel. It just strips away all the junk and focuses on one thing, getting a message delivered, period.
Now look, a great product is one thing, but a great product alone does not explain a launch like that. For that, we got to look at the secret sauce, the Community First Playbook. And this part, it's not about technology, it's all about trust.
This quote right here from the founder, this is the entire philosophy in a nutshell. The whole playbook is built on this foundation of just radical generosity. The idea is, before you ever ask for a single dollar, you provide immense, undeniable value. You build the relationship first. Drew actually calls this the Oprah method, and it is such a brilliant analogy. Think about it. Why did every celebrity want to be on Oprah's show? Because she had built this massive, trusting audience. She was the media outlet. By the time someone sat on her couch, her audience was already totally primed to listen. The goal here is to become the Oprah of your own little niche.
So how does this actually work in the real world? Okay, step one, you become the local hub. You start a community page, let's say for your town, and you just share useful news and events. Step two, you feature other people. You go to a local business and say, hey, I run the town's news page and I'd love to feature you. You're not selling them anything, you're offering them free press. This builds incredible trust and goodwill. By doing this again and again, you grow this highly engaged audience that sees you as a super valuable resource. Then, and only then, do you launch your product to that warm list. They already know you, they like you, and they trust you. But there is one more piece to this puzzle. That community strategy is timeless, right? But the sheer speed of this launch was supercharged by something very, very modern, and that is the power of AI.
Drew talks about this thing called vibe coding. It's this idea of using modern AI tools to translate an idea, a vibe, into functional code at lightning speed. It's like having an AI coding partner sitting next to you. You describe the feeling and the function you want, and the AI helps you generate the complex code to make it real. This means you can build, you can test, and you can get feedback in days, not, quarters or years.
And this slide right here just brilliantly illustrates the difference. Before AI, adding just a single new feature, like say location-specific tagging for a restaurant chain, that could take a whole dev team 3 to 5 months to build. With their AI-assisted workflow, the SendPush team shipped that exact same feature just 2 days after a user asked for it. 2 days. That speed is an absolute game changer. So we've seen the problem, we've seen the community playbook, and we've seen the AI accelerator. When you put all of those pieces together, you get this incredibly powerful, repeatable formula for success. So here it is, the winning formula in 5 simple steps. First, solve a real, painful, specific problem. Second,
build a community that's based on trust before you ever ask for a sale. Third, provide immense value for free using that Oprah method. Fourth, use AI to build and iterate faster than you ever thought possible. And finally, number 5, launch your product to an audience that is already there waiting for it. So the big takeaway here is this: the biggest launches aren't about having the best marketing tricks. They are about having the best relationships. The technology is now here to build the product faster than ever, and the strategy is here to build the audience. You now have the playbook. The only question left is, what community are you going to build first?